So many times I've said to friends, "Oh, I've just started talking to this person, but he looked better in life." That is the line. I'm going to show you his picture, but he does look better in person. Do you think a guy can love more than one woman and sleep with both women?
Yes. As a man, if you can look after more than one woman, provide and protect you for more than one woman, like there's permission to do so.
People remember you for your character, how you behave, what kind of person you are, and what your morals were.
Yo guys, welcome back to another episode on my channel. I'm sitting in this spot, which means I've got a great conversation lined up for you today. You know, on this channel, we love to talk about all things dating, relationships, and seeing what we can do to attract the kind of person and relationship we want. So without further ado, please welcome back to the show, Rachel.
Hi, hey Kit.
How are you? It's been a minute since
I know, 3.5 years. About 3.5 years since I last came on. Literally.
And we've got a new setup, got a new energy and vibe.
So nice.
And I was just like, listen, who better to get back on the show than a fan favorite?
Yes.
Has to be done. So listen, I love to jump straight in. So first tell us your age or your age range, asking a lady her age.
Age range.
Yeah,
I feel like people that are ashamed of their age have to give an age range.
Listen,
I am 42 next month.
Check. Listen, girl's got it, you know.
42 next month.
Look at her. Look at her out here in her 20s. And what's one thing a guy should know about you if he's going to take you on a date?
I'm probably an expensive date.
Okay, say more.
Not alcohol-wise, because I don't really drink. Okay. I do sometimes, but because I just eat meat. I don't eat any fruit or vegetables. I'm on the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
Have been for just over 6 years.
Wow.
That has, it fuels my body really well, makes me feel really good, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Yeah. So like when you've been on dates with guys, right?
Do you know what? I don't really date. Is that bad? No.
What do you mean you don't really? You've been on dates, though.
I don't really date. I went on probably 2 dates in the last over 3 years.
No.
Maybe.
You've only been on 2 dates past 3 years?
Yeah, but the one date, I ended up in the relationship.
From the date?
We had a relationship after that. And before that, I was in long-term relationships since I was like 14. So it was, it's not a thing. I'm a dating, not a virgin, but
just inexperienced in dating.
I'm inexperienced.
You're in the shallow end.
Yeah. So apparently I'm naive.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think you're naive about?
I think I'm probably too trusting because I will give trust. I won't assume someone's going to do something or, I'll give trust first.
I think it's good to, obviously there's different levels of trust, right, that you build with someone, right, as you get to know them. But I think unless they've given us any reason, I don't think it's bad to give them the benefit of the doubt until they've given us a reason or we're recognizing like a pattern. That's
the page I'm on.
Okay.
Yeah. Complete trust until you show me different.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. So when you say you've only been on, I have to ask, when you say you went on one date and then it was a relationship, how did that happen?
So we were talking for quite a while.
How long?
Kind of bumped into each other at a music event.
Yeah, how long were you talking for?
So we were talking for about 7 months before I even agreed to go on a date.
Is that because you were just talking as friends, or is it because he was trying to move to you and it just took that long for you to say yes?
I'm a slow mover.
That's slow.
Wait, was it 7 months? So it's like August. No, September, October.
Surely after month 2, he'd just be like, this woman's just not into me.
No, maybe 5 months. 5 months. No, we were chatting and everything was fine that way.
Right.
No, actually, that's a complete lie. I'm completely remembering it wrong. It's not a lie.
Okay,
I'm remembering it wrong. We did go on a date. We went on a double date and that was a disaster.
Oh.
It was a disaster because the person that I was with, she ended up getting hump with her date. So she was like, "Oh, walk over here with me." So I was like, "Okay."
Oh.
And even now, to this day, I'm told you left me. I didn't leave anyone. I literally went to the other side of the
As in he said you left him.
Yeah, so we didn't talk from that point for like maybe about 3 months.
So your friend sabotaged your date?
Yeah. Kind
Ladies,
of,
why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to each other?
I know. It wasn't even that. It was just that I was going to stick by her because she was feeling away and I didn't want her to feel awkward, so I went with her. Fair. And it was just the first date, But then from there, we had a reason to talk again. So we spoke again and then we were talking for a few months. And I think then that took 3 months of talking to then go on our second date. And we had a really nice second date.
Wow.
And then we were together literally from that date, kind of inseparable for a while.
So like from that date, because I think so many women are doing a lot of dating, but it's not actually leading to a relationship. So from that second date, how did you establish that?
I'm so picky. I don't date anyone. I date with intention kind of thing. So, and I'm really fussy.
Okay.
So there are some people that have been asking me to go on a date for a long time, like maybe even a year, maybe even longer than that. And I'm like, yeah, maybe one day.
Oh, so you give them false hope, Rachel. You're like, maybe one day.
No, because sometimes
I think, beef, maybe I'll be there.
Do I want to? Don't I want to? And then something will flag up and then I won't go on a date with them.
Like what? Something flag up about
So there
them?
was this really, really very handsome guy. I think he was like 6'4", very handsome, good job, all that kind of stuff. And he'd been messaging me for quite a while to go on a date. Wow. And then I spoke to my cousin. I was like, oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, he's been liking my stuff. So I was like, no.
Damn.
So I actually unfriended him, everything. I was like,
just because he liked a few of her posts?
It was just a waste of time.
But him liking her posts, why is that a thing?
I just think it was a bit too like beggy.
Right.
And he was talking to me quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I thought, what are you doing? What, you're going to start following my cousin now? Like we have a
Did he know your cousin?
Similar look. Yeah, she's always, me and my cousin are very close. We're always out together. We're always doing something.
Oh.
So he found her through me and then he followed her and then he was liking all of her stories and stuff. And I thought,
that's an L move.
That's weird.
That's
just weird. Like I don't care. Like I said, I trust people, but I just thought that was weird.
No, I you know what? I don't even think guys should be liking girls' photos out here like that, if I'm being honest. I just don't
He was like, apparently he was liking a lot of her stories and I just thought, yeah, no. You can be handsome, but you're gone.
Did he not know then? Like if he saw that she was with you, that she would tell you?
It's really weird. These men are weird.
Maybe, shall I tell you what? Maybe he thought you weren't interested. I reckon he thought, because he'd been trying to talk to you.
Do you know what was really funny?
Thought you weren't interested.
This was at a point where I was actually going to go on a date with him.
Classic. Oh, when I was just about to do it.
No, seriously. I'm serious. Okay. I don't lie, yeah? So I'm just about to go on a date with him. And I was literally, because I said to my cousin, oh, I'm going to go on a date with this guy. And she was like, oh, I recognise him. Let me see his profile. Oh, yeah, he's the guy that likes all my stories. And I was like, hell no.
Okay, but how and this was
and me and my cousin are like that. Imagine we got into a relationship and he fancies my cousin. Like he's got an attraction to her. It's weird.
Well, first off, let's be real.
Yeah.
If you and your cousin are like very similar in type, it's not unusual for him to be like, oh, she's attractive. But that doesn't mean that
active on it.
I understand. But how long did it take before you were about to decide to go on a date with him?
Quite a while.
So he probably just thought you weren't interested.
But I was, because I had sent him a message to say, yeah, let's go on a date then. Because he'd been asking for quite some time.
So what was the time period from you sending the message, let's go on a date, to you telling your cousin, she's like, oh, this guy's been liking my stuff. What was the time period?
It was like around the same time.
Like the same day?
Because I'd just decided, okay, yeah, he's been consistent, whatever, let's go on a date.
Like the same day?
Not the same day, no. But then for her to tell me, oh, he's been liking my stuff. And then I noticed that I tagged a different friend in my story and then he was following her and liking all of her stuff. And I just thought, hell no.
Yeah,
no way. That's proper beggy. That's unattractive.
That is a bit much.
It's weird.
Thing is though, if he just thought you weren't into him, I think here's what happened. He'd been trying, just like, look, she's not into me because if she was, she would have gone on a date with me, which is true. No? Is that not true? If he was like the kind of guy
I like to work someone out first before I actually, because I said, one of the things that I sent him a message joking around, I was like, yeah, okay, we can meet up, but just, I'm hoping you're not some weird psycho.
I'd have been like, only one way to find out.
Yeah. He wasn't too, like, he was consistent. He still likes all my stuff now. But I'm just not interested anymore. This man,
okay, if he's watching this, stop liking girls' photos, period. If you like them or if you don't like them, just stop liking their photos because it just paints the wrong impression. And
it's
also,
too lurky. Especially,
here's the thing. If you're liking a girl's photos and she doesn't follow you,
I'm followed him.
You just look like a fan. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Wow.
I did.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, and you tell me what you think. If you're saying that guys have to like talk to you for like months on end before you even give it a chance, that tells me that you just don't like them. That just tells me that you look at them, you go, yeah, they're cool, but I'm not crazy about it. Because if a guy who you look at, you go, I like his look, I like his vibe, I like his energy, I like what I see on paper. You don't know who he is, but you like what you see on paper. And he's like, hey, like you look like an interesting person, Rachel. I'd like to get to know you. Why don't we just go for lunch? I think he would go.
So I'm strange. And I like to meet in person. You know, I don't like to meet online. So that guy I met online. The person that I had a relationship, I met in person first.
I get that.
I felt his vibe. I could see what kind of person he was. And I liked what I saw. So
but that's my point.
I went with it.
Yes.
It's hard. And I'm thinking, you don't know who's a catfish.
True.
There's so many like with all the filters and things now.
But yeah, have you never had like a phone call?
No, I don't give my number out.
So what if you've been talking to so the guy who'd been talking to you for months, was that just through Instagram? Wasn't it? Interesting. I think phone call, like I say people should have a phone call before they go on a date if they've met online and they're not sure. Because then you get you hear their voice, you get a feel for their energy. Like I've had a FaceTime before.
Yeah, maybe.
And then she wasn't what she looked like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, even actually, we was at a party once. Yeah. And I remember sitting and talking to someone else. And I was like, oh, I can't stand I don't use filters. I don't like them. I think they're really bad for your mental health. Like you can't walk around the streets with a filter on. People are going to realise. Yeah.
It will come at some point, somehow.
But some people, people are going to find out what you look like.
Yeah.
And you know, what's wrong with what you look like and doing the best with what you've got. 100%. Improving that.
Because you'll attract the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were sitting at this mutual party and someone said, you know, this person's here. Showed me the phone and I was like,
was I at this party?
Yeah.
Was it mine?
No, it's Pearl's party.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
They were like nudging me, this person's at the party. And I said, where? I don't see this person anywhere.
Dead.
Pointed this woman out and I kid you not, she's
different. Just
you cannot recognize that as the same person. Complete, like not slightly different body change, face change, like not the same person.
I'm gonna I don't know if I should disclose this.
Yeah.
There's something that guys say amongst each other.
Right. Okay.
Because of
I'm listening.
This happens a lot.
Listening.
So if a guy matches with a girl online, he will always rate her like he'll go, okay, if she, I hate to use this, if we're using like numerical numbers, right?
Just spit it out,
he's a 7, she's a 9.
Yeah.
If she's like an 8 online and he's not met her yet, he'll think she's a 7.
Oh.
But for guys, it's the opposite. Guys tend, this is what girls tell me, you tell me what you think. Guys apparently tend to look better in person than they do online because I think a lot of guys don't know how to market themselves well.
Actually, yeah, now you said that, so many times I've said to friends, oh, I've just started talking to this person, but he looks better in life. That is the line. I'm going to show you his picture.
Yes.
But he does look better in person.
Yeah. It's a thing because as guys, we don't know how to market ourselves that well compared to girls. But some girls know how to market themselves too well.
They know the angles and everything.
That it's like this isn't even representing what's here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That is funny. So would you ever dabble meeting a guy online at all?
I haven't so far.
Okay.
There's not a single guy I've met online and I've met him.
Damn.
Not a single one.
Do you reckon if you know the guy you were about to go on a date with, because you got to a point where like, oh, he's been consistent, I like what I've seen so far. Do you reckon if you'd met him in real life, you'd have gone on a date with him sooner?
Probably.
Yeah.
He was very handsome, like extremely handsome.
Really?
Like, yeah, like a 10.
So was it literally just because
and he had such a good physique as well.
You might have missed out, Rachel. What happened?
I was like, no, I haven't missed out. He's a beg. I don't want to beg.
He's a beg. Yeah, no, that's true.
I don't want to beg. I don't care how he looks.
No, that is actually true.
Personality matters. So the attraction is really important.
Yeah.
I have to be attracted to someone, but their personality, their manners. If a guy vapes, instant no.
Yeah.
If a guy smokes, no.
Yeah.
all of that stuff. I can't
He's
do
a
it.
vegetarian? No.
Oh, hell no. Oh, I mean, you're giving low libido in that situation.
You said it, not me. You said it, not me.
Yeah, he's got to have some steak.
I
Steak,
love
eggs.
that.
Come on, guys.
100%. It's got to be
Eat
done.
that steak and eggs.
That's so funny. What's something you want to bring to conversation? You said you want to chat about something today.
Yes. So I want to know, is being high value,
Yes.
that is a hard topic.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I think is subjective and others don't. But I think it's subjective because people's value is in the eye of the beholder. People have different values, different wants, different desires.
Sure.
For instance, I think that if a man is going around cheating and doing all these things and he has a family, has a wife, he has someone holding it down at home and then he's going out cheating, I don't think that's high value, because I think a high value man has manners, has morals, will be wanted by lots of people, but will show that he doesn't do that. He has the strength to say no.
Okay, I think
we're probably going to disagree on this.
No,
but that's okay.
No, I hear you, and let's get to it. So I completely agree with you in terms of high value. Like if a guy is not doing what he said he's going to do, right, then that doesn't correlate with that. So here's what I would say: there's a difference between high caliber and high quality.
Okay.
Right. Caliber refers to what he is on paper: tall, good-looking, attractive, successful, confident, intelligent. That's what he is on paper. Quality refers to how he moves, his character. Is he a man of his word? Is he integral? Does he have that self-discipline? Is he purposeful? Does he, is he considerate of you? Right? So you can have a guy who's very high caliber, but who's quite low quality. So a guy who's rich, attractive, successful, but he's doing the most, he's like lying to people, he's not being honest. He can be high caliber, but he's low quality.
Very low in my eyes.
I completely agree.
And someone I wouldn't go near.
100%. Equally, you can have someone who's maybe medium, low caliber, but he can be very high quality. So maybe he does have a, more of an average guy, right? He's not amazing, but he's not terrible. Okay. But he is a man of his word. He does show up for the people in his life. He is doing the right things. That's a man who's maybe medium, low caliber, but he's high quality, right?
Yeah.
A high value man is one who's high in both areas.
Yeah.
Right? So we agree on that.
Agree.
So now, and I say this because I know
can you have an ugly high value man?
Yes. Because here's what I would say. I would say this is a phrase that if this phrase applies to a man, he's high value. Men want to be him and women want to be with him.
Okay.
If that phrase applies to a man, he's high value. Does that make sense? Because it's not just about what you've done professionally and what you're presenting and, where you're at, because that's what makes guys go, I want to be like him. But also, you're demonstrating certain attractive qualities that women find desirable. Hence, women go, I want to be with him. Right? So if that phrase applies to him, he's a high value guy. Now, I'm gonna challenge you on the whole thing of like, if he wants to go out and do the most, he should be able to say no. So here's what I would say. I think if a man says that he is not going to do that, so he's monogamous, right? He should stay true to his word.
Yeah.
I completely agree. But if he's transparent and he's like, hey, look, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I like. It's up to you to take it or leave it. He's still high value because he's being transparent about it.
I agree.
Does that make sense?
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of guys would feel that being quote unquote high value isn't about doing what other people want you to do. It's about living life on your own terms and being integral about that.
Yeah.
As long as you're not lying about it, then I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think about what I just said there?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. What is a high value woman to you?
High value woman.
Yeah. What is that?
It's not spoken about as much, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like men want their women to be presented well.
True.
I think they want them to be not full of drama. Not to embarrass them. I think there's different behaviours with women.
Yes.
Obviously, they want to feel not looked after like motherly, but cared for.
Yeah, for sure.
A woman has to be thoughtful. A woman
Yeah.
has to consider her man if he's out all day working, you know. It's just kind of little things that make a difference.
Yeah.
Um,
Does her looks play into it at all?
I feel like they do. Because I feel like a man wants a nice looking woman to show off.
Happens. It gives him status, you know.
Yeah.
It's something that guys can be reluctant to say. But I think as a man, if you're with an attractive woman, it gives you status in rooms and environments you walk into. And then equally as a woman, if you're with a successful guy, that gives her status, you know. But yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been at that relationship that I was in before, and we would go out. And now I don't think I'm like really massively attractive and all that kind of
You're
stuff.
You're an attractive woman. I'll say it for you. She's an attractive woman. Sure.
What I'm saying is I'm not big-headed. Yeah. So like, I don't go out wearing lots of makeup. I don't wear filters, all that kind of stuff.
She's
anyway,
like, I don't need to.
Yeah, I do have mascara on and tallow glow. That's it today.
There you go.
But anyway, so we would go out, and then afterwards he'd be like, "Oh, everyone was staring at you. They're all jealous. I'm with you." And he used to say how he liked that.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like,
that's a thing.
This could sound toxic as hell.
Let's go.
But if you're with me, right, and other guys don't want you, right, like, I'll be surprised. Because it's like, if I want you and I think you're great, other guys are going to think you're great too. If other guys don't want you, I need to question myself.
Yeah.
Like, why though? Do you know what I mean? I need to be like, why? Because if I think you're amazing.
But what do you look for? So if you was looking at a woman who was, you know, mildly attractive, but she had all the other qualities, how would you approach that? Would you ever give that kind of woman a chance?
Yeah, if I find her attractive, then yeah, of course. She doesn't have to be like crazy. She doesn't need to be like crazy attractive. I say this to you, and you've seen, you know, my exes, but she doesn't have to be crazy attractive, contrary to what that might seem. But as long as my producer's is laughing at me. As long as like there's a threshold, right? As long as I go, oh, like I would be physical with her, right? Then that box is ticked. Whether that's she's like up here or she's like here, like as long as I go, oh, like I would. And then because if she has all the other character qualities, that's what a lot of guys choose for, really, for a relationship. If you get a girl who's really attractive but she doesn't have those qualities, then that's just fun to
Yeah, imagine that's a girl that's really attractive but then is complete drama every time you go out, shouting at you in front of your friends and all that kind of stuff.
No,
absolutely not.
You couldn't be doing that. Like, and do you know what's mad? Guys' standards for looks really aren't as high as women think. They're really not that high. Because, and this is my anecdotal experience from friends, guys in my circles, and these are the kind of guys that they get women. Like, they're successful, they're attractive, they're doing really great things, and like women almost throw themselves at them, right? And the girl that they end up being with is never the girl that women think. It's never the girl who's like the most attractive. It's never the girl who's like got the, I don't know, is got the most lavish lifestyle. It's never the girl who seems to be doing the most. It's the girl who's like, she's like attractive, cute, pretty, but she's just like a superstar of a woman. Just like an amazing
Isn't it
woman.
Usher that when he's pictured with his wife, I think I saw it like yesterday.
Does Usher have a wife?
Yeah.
Does Usher have a wife? I don't think Usher has a wife, you know.
I think I saw it yesterday.
Okay,
I didn't
go
know
on.
this, but it come up on Snapchat.
Okay, yeah, go on.
And basically every time he posts, if it is him, I'm sure it is though.
Let's say it is.
Every time he posts himself with his wife, everyone's like, she's not attractive enough, she's this, and everyone is slating this woman.
And here's the thing. The irony is that the women who know. And it's like, being attractive is not why a man will choose you.
Yeah.
A man will choose a girl if she's purely based on attractiveness, if he's the kind of guy who can't attract attractive women. Just being honest. But if he's the kind of guy that where, okay, he can attract attractive women and stuff, and he has that experience, then he's gone through that phase, or he's gone through that experience where just because someone looks great, that doesn't mean they're going to be great for you.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of women go through that as well, in terms of just because he's super successful and he looks amazing, that doesn't mean he's going to be great for you.
Yeah.
And a lot of what I see of the the women that guys commit to, it's really because they're just amazing women. As long as they're, I'm not gonna lie, sure, they have to be somewhat attractive, but it's never like the insta baddie level that I think a lot of women think. Because I think a lot of women think, oh, well, I didn't get him because I'm not attractive enough. And it's like, the reason that guys commit is everything to do with outside of your looks, outside of the sex, outside of the bedroom. It's everything to do with outside of that.
Yeah.
Because I think, I'm just going with what guys would say, but I think a lot of guys would say that looking for a woman with the kind of character that he's looking for to invest in long term, to potentially look after, die for, it's a hard find.
Yeah.
So if you find that, you're willing to compromise on looks because that's just a lot more valuable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think women are more willing to compromise on, or are they?
To compromise on?
Yeah.
I think a lot of women out there will compromise on actually their man being faithful to keep him.
Say more. What do you mean?
So I think there are some women out there that know that their boyfriend or husband ticks a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
But will give him that leeway of not a whole relationship as such, but maybe a few slip-ups.
Yeah.
And still stay with him because they know his value and that they would rather stay with him than let him. Because I think women, when they find out their man has been unfaithful, they normally stay.
If he's high value enough, yeah, they will.
I think, from what I've seen.
Yeah. Even if he's not, well, I guess it's relative, right?
If he's a loser, then they'll be like,
gone. So
yeah, if he's a loser, then they'll be like, oh, this is what I needed. I'm out.
Yeah. You just gave me the perfect reason.
Gone. Never see her again.
Now I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, exactly. Because some women will wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And then it's like the last straw gone kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, I had that with, not necessarily the cheating, but I had that with an ex. And once I had the opportunity.
Okay. As in like, you don't have to share anything you don't want to, but as in like, was he unfaithful more than once?
No, this guy, it was never proven to me that he was unfaithful, but he just wasn't a very good partner.
Oh, fair enough. Okay,
and I was with him for like 7 years.
Right.
And then I hadn't, so this is a story.
Go on, tell us.
So I hadn't been out for 2 years because, when I'm with someone, I'll do the staying at home, I'll do the doing things that I need to do.
Out, do you mean you just hadn't been out on a night out? Not like you
not
hadn't
on a
left
night
the home?
Out with the girls.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I wasn't in prison.
You should have called the police.
In prison, yeah. No,
this is going to be documented for the court case.
I mean, I could have been. No, I wasn't in prison by choice. Kind of by choice. I stayed in and
Sure.
had children, so I was doing everything that I should be and needed to do at the time. But a friend of mine at the time was like, let's go out. We've been 2 years since we've been out together. Let's go out.
Yeah.
I'll pay for everything. Let's go and have a good time.
Is this a female friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told my then partner and he was like, that's it. I'm packing my bags.
Because you wanted to go out once.
Yeah. So he left. But what he wanted to do is leave, go out for the weekend and come back.
Oh.
So when he came back, he made that choice to leave. He broke up with me.
Yeah.
So I didn't let him come back. I never did. And to the point of I'd bump into him in the streets and he'd be crying on his hands and knees, please take me back. No.
Wow.
And then people would be saying, oh, when we're out, he's crying to everyone. I'm like, he did it. I would have stayed with him forever.
Yeah.
I literally would have stayed with him forever and just made the best of it.
Yeah.
But he broke it off. It wasn't my choice.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's done.
And for you, and honestly, I lot of respect for you for that, because I think a lot of women would struggle to do that. But you have to have that level of standard. It's not even just for yourself, but then anyone else who knows, be like, cool, if I'm going to be Rachel, I know how I need to show up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So credit to you for that. What made you kind of be so strong in your conviction about, because you said he just left for the weekend and tried to come back. So it'd only been a few days, right? What made you so strong in your conviction?
Because as I said, we had a family. I never would have broken that up, but he made that choice.
Yeah.
And then he came back, like where he was staying, they don't clean like you do. They don't do this like you do. They don't do that. And I'm like, well, it's too late now.
I agree.
It's too late.
Be the best partner that they've ever lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
And I still think I am to this day.
Yeah, I probably are.
I still think I am. Yeah.
I think a lot of the reason, coming back to you saying about women who will stay if he's been unfaithful, I think fundamentally we know, and this doesn't make it an excuse for a man to be unfaithful. If he says he's going to be, monogamous, he should absolutely, stay true to his word. But I think there's an understanding that men and women, we invest differently. Yeah. And that's definitely. Because if a man is bringing covering to a woman, bringing the home, he is providing and securing, which the woman doesn't, if we're talking traditionally, the woman doesn't bring that to the relationship, then it's kind of like, okay, if he steps out and if we understand that it doesn't make it okay, but if you understand that guys can separate emotions from sex, like guys can have sex like going for a workout at the gym. Like it doesn't mean anything to them. That's crazy to me. It's true. And obviously for most women,
there's some women now that can do that.
Yeah, true. I think a woman who's naturally inclined that way, I think, is the exception. From what I've seen, a lot of women who do that and go through that phase, it's cope for something, as in like they're using sex to feel loved, unfortunately. And it gives them that validation. And so because they've, if you're a woman, if you offer easy sex, you're going to get men's attention.
Yeah, a lot of it, apparently.
But I think there's that understanding that because men and women invest differently, it's like, okay, well, if he's showing up in the amazing ways in the relationship, maybe I can let this slide. I'm not saying it's okay, but I think a lot of women do. Guys, we're not the same. Because we don't require you to provide or protect for us, we're like, sexual loyalty is like the bare minimum.
There's not many men that would stay after.
No.
I've known a few to stay after.
I think it's a terrible idea.
It's not many. It really isn't many.
If you're loving this episode and these kinds of conversations, then I want to give you something. We recently launched the Kits Angels community. This is a sisterhood for women who are tired of what the dating scene has given them and are ready to take their love lives to the next level. It's a space for you as a woman to not be alone in your journey to love, where we learn, talk, and share our experiences as part of a strong sisterhood, with some leadership and guidance from yours truly, of course. Not to mention never before seen videos from me on how I've led dozens of women to meeting great men. And so as a thank you for watching this episode, I'm giving you a month's membership completely complimentary on me. Just click the Kits Angels link below, and when you join the group, message me the code phrase Angels Podcast and I will pay for your membership. Now back to the episode.
It sounds bad, and everyone's situation is different. I've not been in that situation, at least knowingly so, right? I don't know any ex of mine who has cheated on me. But I think for a man, I think if she's, because here's the thing, generally speaking, a guy can still love a woman and still sleep with someone else.
Yeah.
I think if a woman's in a relationship and she cheats with someone out, emotionally, she is clocked out.
Do you think a guy can love more than one woman?
Yeah.
And sleep with both women?
Yes.
It's crazy to me.
Do you know what's mad?
That's so crazy.
Here's the thing, right? I was watching something yesterday, and I always try and stay as objective and unbiased, right? But this whole kind of like monogamy thing, say monogamy thing, the concept of monogamy, it's, as far as human history go, it's really new. It's only like the past few hundred years.
Really?
Yeah, like the deal between like males and females, men and women, it used to be, okay, as a woman, I'll provide for you, I'll protect for you, right? In exchange for that, because I want to know that your offspring are mine, you cannot sleep with anyone else. But it wasn't about that for me, because I was providing and protecting, right? That used to be the deal for men, right? Or what I should say, for men who had a lot of resources and they were able to provide and protect more than one woman, right? So that used to be the deal. This whole thing of men being monogamous, it's a really new concept. Now, I do believe that monogamy is better for society.
Yeah.
It is better. It does serve society better rather than having a small percentage of guys who have all the women. It's not good for society on a societal level, but it is new. And so the whole idea of like a man being monogamous is, I mean, it even says in the Bible, in the Quran, in Islam, in Christianity, that as a man, if you can look after more than one woman, provide and protect them for more than one woman, like there's permission to do so. It's
I
not
think
like that
I
the
think
other
they
way around.
have to be a certain way with the women, though, don't they? They have
Completely
to look
agree.
after them. They
Oh,
can't be
100%.
disrespecting them and stuff like that.
No. And that's the thing. It was never like, and this is the difference. I'm referencing scripture here. It wasn't like, okay, you can have a wife and you can go mess around with this woman, that woman. No, that's not what it was.
It's wives.
It was wives.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna have more than one woman, you're taking care of this woman and you're being there for her. You're taking care of this woman and you're being there for her, etc. And so anything, for example, that the second or anything that the first wife had, the second and third wife had to have as well.
Yes.
So if you provide a home for her, you need to provide a home for this one and this one. If you provide kids and you protect her, you have to do the same. And of course, so this was a reflection of for men of means, right, who were able to do that.
That's a lot of work. That's got to be a lot.
That's
of
a
work.
lot of work. I don't think I would do that. I'll be honest. I don't know.
That's got to be a lot of work.
I don't know if I could have two wives.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could
that's
do
a
that.
lot.
It is a lot.
Just think how much you have to invest into one person. It's a lot.
I know. Would you ever have... I'm asking this because you look amazing for your age, 42, but I've talked to a lot of older women where they'll have like their hubby, but they'll have like a boyfriend who's like younger. Would you ever do that?
What do you mean? Like at the same time?
Yeah.
No. No, absolutely
you don't
not.
see it? Fair
No,
enough.
I can't sleep with more than one person at the same time. That's just not going to happen.
Wow, fellas watching this, they'll be proposing to you for sure.
No, they're probably going to say cap, but it's no. There's no cap here.
No cap here. I think those
I'm
guys are
loyal
jaded.
to people that don't even deserve to be loyal to.
Oh,
but
bless.
really, I'm being loyal to myself. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's not in my personality. It's not in my desire.
Yeah.
Doesn't appeal to me whatsoever.
Have you ever met a guy where you've been like just super drawn to him because he's just really attractive? He's just your type down to a T.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On a physical level.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened?
You don't have to tell us if you don't want to, but I'm gonna ask.
What happened?
She's lying. She's making up a lie. You can see. She knows what happened. But she's making up a lie right now. She's like, how much do I disclose?
What happened is, I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
all a blur.
You're lying.
It's all a blur.
Did you meet him out
I
and
don't
about?
know. Yeah.
She's getting shy now. You see that? She's must what?
Feel under pressure, Kit.
Was this-
I thought we were friends.
We are friends. Was this recent?
Well.
It was recent. How recent are we talking?
I'm not even saying it's recent.
You didn't have to say it.
I would say women can become attached to someone.
Wait, we are. We're switching the topic here. Where we go, Rachel? Yeah, go on.
Because I will always tell the truth, and the truth is making me a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay. Well, listen, you don't have to share if you don't want to. So if you don't want to share, that's fine.
But he wants
So,
me
yeah,
to.
well-
Look at your face.
You don't have to. But okay, so what I would say is this. Did you apply different rules to him than you did for a different girl?
Definitely. 100%.
You see, Rachel?
Like, it's really bad.
So
No, it's not really bad.
Here's the thing. And I have so much love for you.
Oh, gosh.
But the guys
It's
watching
coming.
this, they'll be like, see, they make different rules based on what you are. So this whole
Yeah, but
thing of
men-
you have
do
to
you
talk
not
for
think
3
that-
months, 7 months before we meet on a date, it's all cap.
Oh,
It's just because you didn't
but
like him.
I was hugely attracted to him, and I made him wait before.
But you said you applied different rules to this other guy.
This is the guy that I was in a relationship with.
Right. But yeah, you applied different rules because he was just that guy for you.
In the sense of things got a bit messy, and usually there'd be a clean break, but there's always been that draw kind of thing.
I see. Do you think that for a lot of women, kind of like on that, do you think there's always that one guy that they were with that will always have that, I don't want to say that pull on her, but will always have a level to be able to pull on her? I don't mean pulling her like if she's with someone, he could like pull her away. But I mean as in, she'll always have something there for him. Even if she decides to be with someone else, even if, you know, even if she knows, okay, we can't work, but
I think
that
it's
a thing?
changeable. I think it is changeable.
Okay.
Because I had that with my long-term partner. Like,
of course, yeah.
literally, we were together. We started dating when I was 14 till I was 18.
Yeah.
And then we had a 7-year gap. And then we got back together and we was together for something like, I don't know, over 10 years or something. So I always thought I'd be drawn back to him. Mm-hmm. But there's zero desire for that anymore. Yeah. Zero. Like, and anyone that would know us growing up would think that we're always going to end up together.
Sure.
We were like it's them, but they're meant to be together. And there's
it's Ross and Rachel.
Yeah.
Is his name Ross?
Exactly. No. No.
Yeah.
But funny enough, I would have agreed until now, until the last 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
What changed?
He misbehaved. So we had been in a long-term relationship. He's a singer. He travels the world singing. And he is what I would call a high-value man.
Sure.
He is.
Yeah.
But I think he went through a phase and he was unrecognizable for about 6 months. And we ended the relationship, like the whole time we were together, we would say to each other, we never argue, we get on so well, you know, the whole time. And then that last 6 months happened.
Okay.
And he was like a different person. And he was singing abroad in like the Maldives. He ended up cheating. Obviously, because we had a family together, I was like, look, let's work this out, kind of thing.
Yeah, of course.
It didn't work out. It never did work out. We tried for a little while. And then when we separated, funny enough, about 2 weeks, and I was like, okay. For 2 weeks, I was distraught about it. Then I was fine. And it was because I'd been sitting there really like toxic, thinking of things of wanting to hurt him, wanting to do this, wanting to do that. And then I thought, no, I actually need to forgive him for what he done. Not to him, just in my mind.
It's for you.
I never told him I forgave him.
Sure.
I told myself.
Yes,
it was like this epiphany. I was at home and I was doing this DIY because when we broke up, I changed everything. I knocked walls down. I did like change the whole house because I wanted it to be mine.
Yeah, of course.
And still doing it now. Like it to be finished at one point. Yeah, so basically I was like getting these tiles off the wall and then I just thought, this anger and all of these feelings that I'm harbouring are only hurting me. They're not hurting him.
True.
He's gone off and he's living this life. And yes, he was temporarily a bad person. No, I wouldn't even say a bad person. He made some bad choices. Yeah. And that really made me look at him different and his value, obviously.
Sure.
But I just had to forgive him. And actually, it was like a weight lifted. Yeah. I could start enjoying life again. Yeah. I could like co-parent with him fine. We co-parent really well. Like there's never any issues if we need to help each other out with anything. But as I said, there's zero desire to go back anywhere. Yeah. Any of that. So, and I do now think he is a high value man. I appreciate him. He is amazing with the kids. He is all these really good things, but zero desire there. It's gone. Yeah. That may be because I've had that other person that I was with that I'm drawn to. I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. It's so true. When we forgive people, we forgive them for ourselves. It's not actually for them.
Yeah, it wasn't him at all.
It's to let go of that energy.
And it made me feel so much better when I did that.
Yeah.
It was like a huge... I just was a different person. Could be happy again, could be normal.
Yeah, of course.
Made a big difference.
I wanna ask, because I think a lot of guys have this question to do with, because you went through those 2 weeks where, of course, you were distraught, but you're like, how can I get back at him? How do I do this and stuff?
I was toxic for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
for sure.
And this might be a generalization, but I don't think that happens with guys a lot, but I think guys experience that with women a lot, where like if things don't go well or whatever, it's like afterwards, there's this energy for her to be vindictive towards him because of how she's feeling, right? And I understand, when you're, if you're emotional, you're hurting, I understand that. But I don't feel like we see that in guys. And I guess guys always ask the question, because I think this is a lot of guys' fear to do with like marriage, long-term commitment, like putting a woman in a position in his life where she can really hurt him. Because I think guys fear if something goes wrong, because no one's perfect, right? Guys can make a mistake. Maybe she's crazy, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? But I think a lot of guys have a fear that if I put her in a position in my life where she can really hurt me, and what guys see is that women being vindictive after the fact because they are hurting, they go, I'm not going to take that risk. And I think it can put a lot of guys off marriage, long-term commitment.
But it was a behaviour from him that resulted, because I wasn't acting that way. I actually tried to make things work.
100%.
So I wasn't being vindictive after the event.
Yes.
I was trying,
Yeah. But I think you're the exception now.
And I do think I'm an exception, because there's a lot of women out there that carry that on for years, forever.
Yeah.
And I think it's really wrong, and I think it benefits no one.
Yes.
Not yourself.
Even girls will do that with girls.
Yeah.
With their ex-friends.
Yeah.
But I think and correct me if I'm wrong if you've seen it, but like I've seen guys who they've been cheated on. They go, the relationship is over, but they can be hurting, but they're not like, I need to get back at her, I need to screw her some way. They don't do that. I've only ever seen that on the woman's side.
I'm trying to think if I've seen it.
If you have, tell me.
I
think
not
guys
really.
ask why.
I think
Like,
I think
where does
a
that come
man
from?
knows that actually silence is the most hurtful thing ever.
Indifference, yeah.
And women want to be like, oh, but this, but that, And I wasn't necessarily like that, but inside I felt I was raging.
Of course.
I was raging.
Of course.
And then I realised, and I was like, oh, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there are a lot of women, and I think it's so bad when women use children, when women, like, that's your child. Why are you not putting them first?
Yeah, it's true.
It's not his child. It's not only his child. It's your child too.
Yours, yeah.
And you should have that child's best interest at heart. And you arguing with their father is not it.
Yeah.
Them seeing you get on, that means a lot to them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true. And I'm biased. And the reason I'm asking is because my parents divorced when I was a baby. Right?
Yeah, mine did as well.
But when it came to raising me, they were always on the same team.
Yeah, and that makes all the difference.
It really makes a difference.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that from both of them, but especially from my mum, because she could have been trying to put bad messages in my head about my dad and everything, but if anything, she was like, no, you need to have a good relationship with your father.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And my family Nigerian, so, when we have kids, we're very much about the children, but she didn't have to be like that. And I think if she wasn't like that, and from stories I've heard, I think that would have impacted me a lot.
Massively.
Just that.
Massively.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's where I say that any woman that's doing that is selfish. Really selfish. Because obviously you've got to protect, if you've got an ex who is dangerous or anything like that, then all these rules go out the window if they're going to be a bad influence on your children and stuff like that. But to actively stop someone seeing their father is not going to do any good.
It hurts the child more than anyone.
And that's what I don't get.
But that's
what I don't get with these women that do it.
Sure.
And I think it's really bad.
Yeah.
And I think there should be something legally to stop that happening. But I suppose there's a bit of a bloodline there where you've got to determine, is there any issues there with the children? But
yeah, for sure. And I think to be fair as well, I think guys have to make sure we take responsibility as well. So I think some guys, they might have a child and they don't step up to the plate, or they don't realize, and maybe because they had a bad example, or they still want to live their lives.
You see that a lot.
Yeah, which is true. Do you think if Kevin Samuels says, you know, women should marry before they carry, do you subscribe to that? Do you think women shouldn't have a child unless
have
she's
I
married?
seen, so not necessarily. Like my nan and granddad, I think they got married because she was pregnant.
Oh yeah, that happened a lot back then.
Yeah.
Shotgun wedding.
Yeah. And when my mum became pregnant with my brother, my granddad was like, right, you got to marry her.
Yeah.
And that was a thing. So they got married. My mum was heavily pregnant. She didn't like the way she looked on her wedding, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it didn't last. It lasted, I think, maybe 7 years.
Okay.
But yeah, my nan and granddad, that was the same issue. They were together till they died.
Yeah.
You know, they were together forever.
Yeah. I think the reason I was saying that is because if a man marries you, you know he's taking responsibility.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a child with a man and he doesn't marry you, you don't know. He may take responsibility and have his commitment to being the father and co-parent he needs to be, but he may not. And I think marriage is maybe is that the proof that he's most likely to do that. Do you see what I'm saying?
It could be, but I mean, a lot of people take marriage too lightly now.
Yeah.
And they literally just will marry someone and be like, oh, you know, it's not forever anymore, which I find quite sad. I think if you are going to enter into a marriage, then you should do your best to stay together forever.
100%.
Like my nan and granddad did. But my mum and dad, on the other hand, they separated.
Yeah.
And they never got on.
Right.
I think I was 3 when they separated, and it was very turbulent. And I didn't like that. So because of that, I was thinking in my head, marriage, divorce comes hand in hand. So my most important thing was commitment and staying together. And I was almost a bit like, marriage is just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Kind of that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And I know that my ex, he did buy me a ring.
Wow.
But because he wanted to stop men looking at me.
Oh, really?
It didn't work. It didn't work. But he was like, because he was saying that I get too much attention or whatever. I've never been one to reciprocate or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I know that.
yeah. So he got me this ring. I can't remember before or after. I think I was pregnant. We were out together.
Yeah.
And this guy was really trying to come on to me. And he was saying, look, that's my woman and she's carrying my baby. And he got bottled.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was so bad.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes I do talk to guys and I'm like, if you're with an attractive woman, other guys are going to try it. Like, that's just what comes with the territory. Like, if you don't want a guy to ever look at you and want to try with her, then be the woman you don't find that attractive.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, and I think sometimes, guys, we have to be like, yeah, but let's just be realistic. Do you know what I mean?
I think some men will think other men being attracted to your woman is actually a compliment.
I think it's a flex for sure.
But
not, like, yeah, you should
not that one.
Her,
Not that one.
Like, you
Clearly.
can't touch her. Like, there's a line.
Yeah.
But if you want her, yeah, like, sure.
But there's always been a line. If I'm with someone, I'm with someone.
Yeah,
I will not
course.
look at, I just won't do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm maybe choosy.
No, fair enough. I think so. Let me ask you something.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Here we
Help.
go. Would you prefer
Yeah.
a ripped guy with a gym body or a guy who's in decent shape but more of a dad body?
There's a lot to that. Depends. Does he have good manners?
Manners, personality,
Match.
the same. Same.
Morals, match.
Match. Guy with a great gym body, guy with a dad bod. Like, both have personality, morals, average, they're both the same. Which would you choose?
Out of the same. They're the same level, everything. Same.
There's no difference between the two guys apart from that.
I quite like a ripped gym guy.
Okay. I've asked this question to other girls and they've said the dad bod. And we see online girls, yeah, I like a dad bod. And I'm like, I'm just curious, like, what's that from?
Dad bod to me, so I'd say, yeah. It's hard to talk on these things sometimes
No,
because
it's
you
not.
don't want to put people in it.
Say it how it is, Rachel. That's why we're here. Say it how it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying I have been with someone who was really ripped, and then as the relationship progressed, wasn't so much.
Sure.
And, you know, maybe I preferred him ripped, but it didn't change anything.
Sure.
That wouldn't make me leave because he's still the same person.
Yeah.
If it got out of hand, then yeah.
If his casting changed.
Yeah.
If before he was Captain America,
Yeah.
now he's Captain Underpants.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. Yeah,
so
fair
to
enough.
me, health is important.
Yes.
That is one of my big things.
Yeah, of
health
course.
is important, and a guy should want to be healthy. And I think it is really healthy. I'd never stop a guy from going to the gym or anything like that. And I think that that's really good for him mentally and physically.
Do you think, the reason I ask, because I've seen polls online where an overwhelming amount of women, the majority would choose like the guy with the dad bod. Why do you think that is? Because to guys, that doesn't make sense to us.
Yeah,
and I have a theory, but I want to know what your thoughts are.
Speaking to other girls that I know, women, they say they would rather go for the dad bod or someone that is not as attractive because he's less likely to cheat. He's less likely to have competition. So this is what the women say.
Right.
But yeah, I've never had that kind of mind frame, but
yeah,
there's a lot of women out there that do, and they will purposely not date someone that's good looking.
So is it literally, are they intimidated if a guy is really attractive?
It's not even that. It's that they don't want the competition from other women.
Right. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've had these
funny.
conversations quite recently at length.
Really?
Yeah. With some very attractive women. Like maybe people consider these women 10s and they will not date anyone. They would prefer to date an ugly guy.
What?
Than a good looking guy.
But they would have dated good looking guys before though. If they're that attractive, they would have at least dated like really
So if I'm
attractive men.
thinking of this one particular person that we have long conversations about it.
Yes.
Never dated a good looking person.
Because she doesn't want other women to be competition.
Yeah.
Damn. That's quite a big insecurity, I feel.
Yeah, maybe.
Because what if has she never met a guy and be like, he's really attractive, I'm attracted to him, but that makes her go, nope.
Yeah.
Wow.
She will say to me, no, he's too attractive.
Is that because she thinks he won't be faithful?
She just doesn't want the stress of women wanting him.
Stress.
So men like that. Men actively want other men to look at their women and think they're attractive. But with women, it's more stress because maybe a man is more inclined to actually act on it than a woman is.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Is it about him being faithful?
Yeah, long term, yeah, probably.
Okay. So that's more of a reflection on.
But let me tell you,
though.
she's been with not that I want to pinpoint one person, but she's been with some
less attractive,
what I would consider quite unattractive guys.
Yep.
And they've cheated throughout the whole
That's my point.
time.
That's what I'm saying. I think his attractiveness.
So the theory's wrong. It's broken.
The fear is broken.
It's broken.
I think
it needs fixing.
Yeah, I think okay. There's some legitimacy in the sense that if he's more attractive, he's more able to cheat. Right.
Yeah.
If he's more attractive, more desirable, he's gonna have more options, more opportunity to cheat with more attractive women. Sure, true. His capability is much higher. But whether he does is purely down to his character. That has nothing to do with his looks. So if she met a guy who was really good looking, but he had that great character, do you think she'd give him a chance?
Just trying to think of any good looking ones. Because she generally just goes for the ugly ones.
Okay, I mean, she's your friend, so you can be
saying
biased,
that, she's very much attracted to someone and is giving that someone a chance. Is he no, I can't really say that.
Is he not a good looking guy? Just average looking
In
guy.
her eyes, he's very attractive. He's not my type.
Okay. It's a very nice.
Let me say that.
I like.
I wouldn't say he's definitely not ugly, and he's probably the best looking guy she's ever been with.
Right. So she's going in the right direction.
Yeah, and he happens to be very nice as well.
There we go.
And a lot younger.
A lot younger?
Yeah.
How much younger?
Wait, what is she saying? Oh, let's not say that out loud.
No, yeah.
I think there's about 8 or 9 years difference.
Wait, that's light work.
Light work.
That's light
work,
well,
baby. I remember you like an older woman, don't you?
Well, I like a woman who's got emotional maturity.
Okay.
For sure. But I've been with girls who have been younger and girls who was older. Like my recent ex, she was 4 years younger, but my ex before that was 9 years older.
Do I know any of them?
You only met the recent one.
Yeah.
I don't think you know any. No, you don't. But yeah, it's very true. Interesting. And obviously you're biased, but is your friend, how can I put this? Does she get a lot of attention from men because she's like attractive?
Yes, very much so.
Wow.
Very much so.
I think she's definitely dated guys who are like attractive, but they weren't.
No.
She's never. How long have you known her for?
Maybe now. All my life. Pretty much.
Wow. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm surprised. Let me ask you a couple more things. Things.
Oh no. The laugh.
I know. The laugh always gives it away. Okay, you know what? Let me go with this. Do you think more women are choosing celibacy? Like, or what I should say is abstaining from sex?
Not from what I see.
Do you think more women are out here in these streets, like just doing the most?
Yes. I do.
Okay. Why do you think women are doing it more now?
I think women are getting really confused with women's rights, women's power and all this. And they think that it's really powerful, empowering to be able to behave like a man. But we're not men.
Yeah.
I think there are, like you said, there are some people women that can do that and they feel fine about it. But the majority of women that do that, there would be something there, like maybe, personally, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah. You know people like Lily Phillips, Bonnie Blue, who are like blowing up right now?
Hell no.
Do you think women look up to them?
I think, no.
No?
I can't see. I hope not.
Because like, they're making bank, right? And I think
yeah, but when you die,
you can't take it with you.
No.
Yeah, it's true.
But what you do take is your character. People remember you for your character, how you behaved, what kind of person you are and what your morals were.
Very true.
What you achieved in life. Oh, I managed to sleep with over 1,000 people in. Who cares? You dirty rotter. It's like, no, that's not. To me, no.
It is though. It's funny because I remember I saw an interview with her. And she was like, she's doing the world a service because there's so many like guys who just get nothing. So
I think women I do think sex in a relationship is really important, and I think you need to stay connected with your partner.
Yeah.
And I do think diet helps with that.
Yeah.
People with a good diet won't lose the libido and all that kind of stuff.
Very true. Exercise, eat clean.
Yeah.
Plenty of water.
All that stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
And some cream cheese.
That's going to be so confusing to people.
And I'm like, I don't even know what
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you're a girl, get them glutes, you know. Listen, Rachel, it's absolute pleasure to have you back on. You know, we won't make it 3 years. We'll
it's been all mine.
Next time, for sure. If people want to find you and follow you, where can they find you?
They can find me a couple of places. So on socials at carnivore.fitness for my personal.
Nice.
I also make creams and make my own products, which are really good for anti-aging.
And proofs in the pudding, come on.
You can find those pages on at tallow.glow.
Awesome. Well, Rachel, we appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your energy with us today. Guys, go check her out. Give her a follow. Give her a like. And if you're a guy interested, you've heard the time frame. This is 3-4 months of DM sliding, of having conversations, and then maybe you might get a date, but do not like any other girls' photos. Okay? But thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.